Good afternoon, everyone. I am Master Shengan Angela. I am very happy to be here today to share with you my two favorite products. You know, many times we realize something about health supplements. On one hand, I believe many people have a concept about it, and I am the same. My standards for health products are quite high, and I even went to the mainland to obtain a nutritionist license. So I am very clear about one thing in my life. Weight loss is my lifelong career, and health is the theme of my life. Both are essential. So why is that? Because through Atomy's products, I went from 75 kilograms to 57 kilograms. However, this is still not my goal. My target is to return to the weight I was when I first came back to Hong Kong, which was about 53 kilograms. I still have 4 kilograms of effort to go. All right, without further ado, let's get started with today's first product that I want to share with everyone. All right, let me tell you, probiotics are truly my favorite. Not only have I been able to lose weight, but after 27 years of dealing with pollen allergies, they have also improved my skin issues. Now, I believe everyone is quite clear about this. Have you had your drink today? Since childhood, you've seen advertisements for these products, right? They are all probiotics. Recently, I've also seen on TV where kids talk about the gut being our body's second brain. Have you seen that advertisement? You can't miss it in the subway. You see these types of product ads every day. So, what are the benefits of probiotics for our bodies? Simply put, gut microbiota. If your gut microbiota is balanced, your body will naturally be healthy. It's that simple. Now, if our gut microbiota isn't good enough or healthy, what problems might arise? It turns out that in Hong Kong, as you can see on the screen, nearly 3 million people have this issue. When the good bacteria in our gut are not strong enough and are invaded by bad bacteria, it means that the balance of my gut microbiota is disrupted. So what happens? Naturally, you will see on the screen what is most commonly seen in Hong Kong: obesity and also eczema and skin problems. These are common issues for people in Hong Kong. It doesn't stop there. It can also lead to hair loss. I have been troubled by these issues for many years myself. So why did I decide to take a nutritionist course? Because I'm very aware that my lifestyle and healthy habits are extremely unhealthy. I go to bed very early, and by early I mean very late at night, around midnight. Due to my work, I often write and read at night, so it's natural for me to go to bed around 3 or 4 in the morning. Additionally, my diet is not healthy. How unhealthy is it? Since my husband and I returned to Hong Kong, we have been maintaining the image of a model couple. If you don't cook at home and eat out for all 3 meals, it's quite natural to wonder about the side effects. Everyone knows what kind of food is available on the streets. So living an unhealthy lifestyle and having an unbalanced diet, combined with high work stress, can lead to many health problems. You can see the significant impacts on the screen. So we really need to be more careful. Issues like hair loss, emotional stress, and insomnia can arise. I used to just fall asleep on the bed. Well, it takes at least 2 to 3 hours. Just think about it. I usually go to bed around 3 or 4 o'clock. And then when I get into bed, I need a few more hours before I can actually fall asleep. So you can imagine how early I go to sleep, right? Therefore, it's very clear that the balance of gut microbiota is extremely important. All right, so what are the benefits of Atomy's probiotics? Let's talk about it. Probiotics are not only available from us. There are many in the market. So how do we choose a good probiotic? It's quite simple, really. There are 2 basic conditions to meet. The first condition is that it should have a profile effect, which is encapsulation technology. How do we encapsulate the probiotics when we already have bacteria that enter our bodies? The first place they go is our stomach. Usually stomach acid is quite strong, which helps us digest food, and it can even digest probiotics. Therefore, without encapsulation technology, these probiotics cannot reach our intestines. However, Atomy's probiotics can do that. It is encapsulated so that it can adhere to the intestinal wall, allowing it to stay for a longer period. Okay, the second thing is, when we choose probiotics, we need to look at what Atomy also offers, which is the richness of prebiotics or probiotics. I believe everyone has seen this in TV commercials or Subway advertisements. That Barbara is talking about prebiotics, but hey, if I just eat prebiotics, why do I need to eat probiotics? Prebiotics are the favorite food of probiotics. When probiotics come into contact with a lot of prebiotics, they are very happy and reproduce even more. However, our bodies already have a sufficient amount of probiotics. So, what we call good bacteria and bad bacteria, but with the changes in our lifestyle and the changes in our diet, it has gradually led to a decrease in our good bacteria. Between good and bad bacteria, there is a situation called mutual promotion and mutual restraint, which means that when good bacteria decrease, bad bacteria will increase. This is something we do not need to regulate. In this situation, if we don't have enough good bacteria inside, even if you take prebiotics, it won't really help. So it doesn't help much, and even when it does, it's only a small amount. Therefore, we need to ensure that the probiotics contain a rich source of prebiotics. Not only that, but our Atomy Probiotics also provide this. There are 13 types of bacteria, with 3 billion in each package, which is basically more than enough. Well, by the way, are our probiotics really that good? It's not just me saying this, right? The United Nations and the World Health Organization have confirmed that probiotics are beneficial for improving our gut microbiota, enhancing our metabolism, and strengthening our immune system. They are very helpful for our digestive system as well. Overall, the term metabolism is something that I believe everyone is familiar with. As we grow older, day by day, our metabolism naturally slows down. This is not something we can control or change, and it is quite natural, especially for the elderly. If you pay attention to their digestion, you will see that the digestive system will deteriorate and absorption will also be poor. Therefore, elderly people need to consume more probiotics. But in fact, it's not just for the elderly. So children scare pregnant women even more. I've seen a lot of doctors and some reports. I noticed they talked about the benefits of probiotics. It's simply amazing. My own feeling is that there are so many effects, which is great. During the period of the long-term illness, probiotics have also been proven to be a great help to our bodies. This is because, in case you get infected with a long-term illness, your asthma may flare up, which can affect our respiratory system. Probiotics can really help in this aspect. As you can see, one of the most closely related things to our daily lives is our bowel movements. Okay, it turns out that probiotics can simply help our intestines. When fish in a pond move well, it naturally leads to smoother conditions, right? So have you all noticed? Those office ladies, OLs, who often sit in the office for long periods or work in front of a computer, often find that their digestive system, not to mention their bowel system, isn't functioning well. Why is that? Because if you sit for a long time, your intestinal peristalsis will start to slow down. That's why we not only need to walk every day, but our president also says we should aim for hundreds of steps daily, not just 8, but over 10,000 steps. It turns out that the more you move, the more your intestines will naturally move as well. Let's continue with the human body. Do you remember what the child said? The gut is our body's second brain. Why? Because 95% of our nutrients are absorbed through our gut. Not only that, but almost 80% of the toxins in our body need to be expelled. Therefore, overall, the gut is an indispensable and very important part of our body. Well, our Atomy Probiotics are not just simple probiotics. They also contain many beneficial elements. What are they? You will see. There are banana, strawberry, ginger, orange, and so on. These can provide more and richer probiotics or beneficial substances for the probiotics. So Atomy really spares no expense, but when you talk about not counting costs, the price is actually quite favorable. Just wait a moment, and you'll see who exactly is suitable for taking probiotics. As long as you can breathe, it's fine, because probiotics are really good for me. Every day when I wake up in the morning, remember to take probiotics with a cup of warm water. After drinking the warm water, I take 1 probiotic and then 2 vitamin C tablets, mix them together and swallow them. I prefer this method because the powder is easy to absorb, and after taking it, you can add more warm water, making it easy to digest. What's next? You might say, I won't have time in the morning. I'm really busy. As soon as I wake up, I have to rush to work, so I have to head out. You can take it at night though, like an hour before bed is fine. Some friends often ask, Angela, why just an hour? Can't I drink it and go to sleep right away? That's fine. But normally after taking probiotics, what do? You drink water, right? If you drink water and then go to sleep immediately, what happens? You might not sleep well at night, and you might wake up in the middle of the night. So an hour is normal for you. Are you all done? Do you need to go to the bathroom? If you all want to, that is, bowel movements, are pretty regular. No need to worry about the timing. Every day. I feel like I've eaten a lot and want to clear out some waste. You can take 2 probiotics before bed at night, and that should be fine. So how much do our probiotics cost? It's $241 for how many pieces? That's 60 pieces, right? If you take 1 a day, it averages out to about 2 months. So how much is that per day? It's just a bit over $3.08, not even $4. Now what can everyone do with just $4? Buying a pack of tissue really surprised me living in the Hong Kong Island area. I took a ride on the tram and was shocked that it only costs $4, which makes you wonder what you can actually do with that. So for just $4, you can manage your gut microbiome mindset. However, I suggest that if you are new to taking probiotics, I would recommend taking 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening. This is because when you take probiotics, you need a period of time to adjust your gut microbiome, which typically takes about 3 to 4 months. Especially for friends who have been taking steroids or Western medications, you need to take Atomy Probiotics for a longer period of time. This is because when you take certain Western medications, your gut microbiome is already disrupted. Therefore, you need more time to adjust your body condition. For beginners, I would recommend taking 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening, especially for the first 3 to 4 months. Next up, my second favorite is Plantago seed dietary fiber. Have you all heard of traditional Chinese medicine? There's something called Plantago paper, which is different from this. Remember, Plantago seed has many benefits. Overall, it has a lot of advantages, especially since many nutritionists recommend that if you have type 2 diabetes, taking Plantago seed before meals can help stabilize your blood sugar. Wow, I also think that Atomy's Plantago seed is very rich in dietary fiber. As for its dietary fiber, it is so rich that it can rival actual food. The dietary fiber in it is 14 times higher than that of other sources, making it extremely abundant. So what are the benefits? According to our studies in nutrition, we usually have 6 essential nutrients, which include protein, minerals, vitamins, fats, and water. Dietary fiber is a nutrient that our body needs every day. It has recently been recognized as the 7th essential nutrient for our bodies, so you can understand how significant its effects and benefits are. However, in our daily lives, we often do not consume enough dietary fiber. I would like to ask everyone here, do you eat a lot of vegetables? Not much. Okay, so I'll just say it, I don't eat it either. In the past, my eating habits were quite picky. I didn't eat fruits or vegetables, and I preferred to eat meat. So why does it seem like so many toxins have accumulated inside? It's because of what I ate. We Chinese have a saying that goes, whatever illness comes in through the mouth. And that's exactly it. Additionally, there's usually I lack exercise, right? Basically, I'm just being laid back, you know? Even if you kick me, I wouldn't react. In the past, I noticed that when I was studying, I would play golf, swim, and exercise. However, I realized that since I came back to Hong Kong, I haven't exercised even once. I mean, I signed up for those sports centers and paid the fees, but I never actually went. I found out that people in Hong Kong really lack exercise. And it's not just that. Additionally, many of us often sit in the office working, and frequently hold back from going to the bathroom. Have you noticed that? Oh, if you sit in the office, you will feel it in your body. Usually you don't even know why. Oh, I'm so busy, typing on the computer, then doing this and that, and you just won't go to the bathroom. This, on one hand, really affects our bowel issues. So, does constipation really affect the skin? Yes, it does. We all love to eat, right? There is a saying in Chinese that goes something like this: what is inside reflects on the outside. If there are so many toxins in your body, and you don't expel them naturally, how do they get out? Your skin looks very natural. So what does that mean? It has a significant impact on our skin, right? If our gut microbiome is youthful, our health will naturally improve, and you will look much younger. If you usually eat a lot of meat, how will that affect your appearance? It won't look like meat, but rather something else, and your complexion may appear darker. This is related to the toxins in our bodies. All right, plantago seed is a soluble fiber that can provide a feeling of fullness, but it has no calories. It doesn't stay in our body for long. It quickly moves down to our intestines. What are the main benefits of psyllium? Its primary effects include promoting bowel movements and improving gut health. In fact, psyllium does much more than that. It can help lower cholesterol by aiding in its excretion from the body. And it is also very beneficial for blood lipids and blood sugar levels. This is why many nutritionists say that if you want to stabilize your blood sugar, taking some psyllium before meals can be helpful. There are many products that are generous. Besides psyllium, right? They have added a lot of other byproducts, such as blueberries and other types of berries, and also carrots, which can help us. Because they are rich in prebiotics and probiotics, this helps keep our gut healthy, you know. The method of consumption is very simple. If you don't want to eat psyllium regularly, you can think of it this way. We eat fruits, right? On average, how much dietary fiber is in one fruit? Taking an apple as an example, it has about 4 grams. And remember, that's with the skin. I want to ask, do you eat apples with the skin? Actually, I don't. Usually, my mom peels them for me before I eat them. So I end up consuming much less dietary fiber. On average, if there are 4 grams of dietary fiber in one apple, the daily dietary fiber requirement for a normal woman is about 25 grams. This means a woman would need to eat about 6 apples. What about men? They need around 38 grams of dietary fiber, which means they would have to eat at least 10 apples. Honestly, even eating 1 or 2 apples is quite difficult for me. And sometimes I don't even have any fruit at home, making it even harder to meet that requirement. Okay, well, we will notice one thing, which is that if we are not absorbing enough from our food, Atomy's dietary fiber can help everyone. Because 1 pack of dietary fiber contains about 6,000 millinalmas, which is 6 grams. So if you eat about 3 pieces a day, that's almost enough, right? I myself am also on a weight loss journey, and I eat 1 piece before each meal. Should you take it before meals? If you are health conscious, you can take psyllium and then wait for 30 minutes before eating. If losing weight is like me, then I can eat after 15 minutes, and that's fine. If you want to use water, you can use warm water, but remember not to use water that is too hot, because if it's too hot, it will clump up quickly. So usually, warm water is sufficient, about 200 ml. I usually use 200 ml of warm water. Recently, I saw a doctor who said that if you eat psyllium, it's best to wait about 10 to 15 minutes to let it thicken a bit, giving it a slightly sticky texture. We call this the effect, which is better. I found that after trying it, it actually works quite well. In the past, I would just drink it right after mixing, but now I can wait about 10 minutes. There's a bit of a thick feeling, and I noticed that the sensation in my gut is different compared to when I didn't wait for 10 minutes. In general, when it comes to time, how effective are Atomy's psyllium and probiotics, together for our gut health. Of course, I've lost quite a bit of weight. And aside from this, I also incorporate Atomy's protein powder and other products into my diet. What kind of people do this? Who is it most suitable for? To put it simply, it's for those who have bowel movements and are not constipated, or those who want to have more frequent bowel movements. I want to ask everyone here, how many times a day do we need to have a bowel movement to be considered healthy? So how many times do we go to the bathroom after eating? Ideally, we should have 3 meals a day, right? That's how we keep things balanced and healthy. Normally, going 3 times is good. But often, people don't even go that much. Going twice is pretty good too. Are there people who only go once every 2 days? Yes, there are. But that's usually because they're not drinking enough water or not exercising enough. So, there isn't a very strict definition. But some people have said that if you don't go to the bathroom at least 3 times a week, then you're constipated. I actually find that a bit confusing. If I eat 3 meals a day, that's at least 21 times a week, so 3 times seems quite low. So what does that mean? Actually, paying attention to what goes in and what comes out is key to a healthy body. Well, that's all for my sharing today. Thank you all very much.